Okay. Welcome, good morning, nice to see you all. This is really interesting. I did a bus shelter when I was at college many years ago. So I know a little bit about it, and I think you'll have a great time. Just remember that the taking part is one thing and winning is another part. Who likes to win? Yeah, okay, we have a winner over there, right? But no, taking part's important, and have fun with it, right? And use your imagination. Think about innovation. Some of you, maybe you should put in something quite interesting and different, right? Doesn't that always have to be so perfect, because sometimes the ideas are really good, and that's what we're looking for. So enjoy yourself, okay? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
咁咧，我知道今日咧，大家有機會開始呢個咧，就其實非常之刺激嘅活動嚟嘅。因為點解咧？我 should I say in English? We got English audience here. Okay. Now we are actually having a very exciting initiative because now don't underestimate bus shelters, because when you go around in the city, the first type of street furniture you see are bus shelters, right? So if any of you can create a happy bus shelter, fun to go along, and people would like to gather, that will be a great achievement. And also remember, bus shelters are not local, because when we talk about bus shelters, we need to act local and think global. Because if you can design a bus shelter that can tackle climate change, for instance, that can have a low carbon element, that will be great, not for just the community, but for all the world. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Come this morning and see so many energetic faces. I'm really excited to be part of this competition. I'm one of the judges. James Louis of KMB told me this morning more than 2.5 million people in Hong Kong takes the bus every day on KMB. And it means that the bus shelters that you'll be designing will touch the lives of over 2.5 million people. So we really need great designs from you. This world needs great designs to solve its problems. You are the young designers of the future. Good luck. We're looking forward to seeing what you can make. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Good morning, everybody. Now, this is a very meaningful competition for KMB because you're designing something for us. Hopefully, that we'll be able to do.
I think they can do it.
Yeah. Now, let me tell you, we have different kinds of bus shelters on the streets of Hong Kong today. I must say, I haven't seen one that I'm very proud of. So I would hope to see something I'm very proud of from you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, good morning, thanks for coming. I just want to say a couple of quick things about sustainability. Hong Kong has the potential to be a complete benchmark sustainable city. When you look at the raw facts and figures of how it exists right now, because it has an amazing amount of density compared to the amount of green area. You guys know this much more than I do, it's kind of your city. So they have got a 70% green and 30% of it is incredibly intense urbanity. I've served with this amazing transportation system, so KMB buses and MTR and all the great buses that they have sort of serve this thing amazingly well. So you have this great possibility of being a kind of a super sustainable city because you have incredible density and fantastic transportation. So if you combine those rather and make that sort of this incredible sustainable city, I suppose like a European or North American model where it's all based on people having a big piece of land with cars that drive to their individual places, and everybody has a car and everybody has a huge piece of land. Hong Kong is kind of the complete opposite to that, which makes it a really sort of sustainable place as a sort of a raw thing. So by designing these bus shelters, you're sort of contributing to this idea that Hong Kong could continue to be this kind of fantastic and sustainable city, and this sort of benchmark, if you like, for how people should live as we sort of progress into the 21st century. So that's your challenge, sort of add to all of that great stuff that's already going on here in Hong Kong. And just to pick up also on Anthony's point too, I think in terms of designing things, sometimes when you're designing things, the ideas that you have are almost more important than how you draw them. So don't worry about how you draw it sometimes. If you kind of think, oh, that's not a beautiful drawing, I'm going to redraw it. It might just be that the raw idea that you've got is probably the most powerful thing. So kind of get any sort of ideas, no matter how sort of left field you might think they are. Just try and concentrate on having some really sort of different ideas on how people could have a bus shelter. Whether it's about creating a sort of a really sustainable piece of how you make the bus shelter, or it's about a sustainable way of people existing with the bus shelter, or how it kind of brings communities together within a bus shelter, which also sort of brings the sort of sustainable communities. But it's just the ideas really, about trying to sort of make sure that your ideas are kind of captured in how you want to present them. But don't sort of worry about throwing out ideas. Keep all your ideas together, as many as you can, and any ideas are sort of welcome.
I'm not going to talk to you about sustainability. I'll just remind you why I'm here and why you're here. Of course, the competition is challenging. It'll be fun, we hope. But a reminder of why we're here. We have a huge global problem, global warming. And I founded Heroes 2 because of my concern for future generation. I have 3 grandchildren. The youngest is 7 months old. And I truly believe that we have the opportunity of solving or being part of the solution for global warming. And I believe that the solution lies in you, the young people. It's going to be your future. You know, my generation, we've screwed up the world, really. And you know, it's it's your future. It's my grandchildren's future. So I'm here to tell you that you guys together, you know, Heroes 2, we call it people's power. And I truly believe that part of the big solution for climate change is actually our ability as individuals to find ways of coming together and being part of a bigger solution. Individually, as individuals, I think sometimes we think to ourselves, oh, it doesn't matter, it's not significant. No point. Yeah? But I think collectively, we can do something, and we will solve climate change, and we'll make it less of a problem for future generations. So this competition is about focusing the mind on sustainability, but knowing that, enjoy it. It's going to be fun. The fact that we've got some wonderful judges with the support of KMB, that the promise that we've always made to our students with our other competition is that we're tackling a real world problem, global warming. And like our last competition, the end result of that competition is that we're in the process of producing the rain jacket from that competition. And Kerry was here to tell you about that. So, you know, there's a real world outcome to your efforts. There's a chance for you to showcase your abilities. And in this case, with the support of KMB, we'll be deploying, you know, so we can get some good designs, we'll be deploying the end results of this competition. So, you know, have fun, and it's about tackling real world problem with a real world outcome to the problems that we have.